Hi, hello, and welcome. I'm Paul Sugarman, the founder of the Instant Shakespeare Company. And today I wanted to do a sort of Memorial Day event. Memorial Day is a wonderful holiday to remember those who have died in the line of duty. But I think it's a good opportunity to memorialize other people as well. And I think as a society, if we're ever going to move forward and achieve true peace on the planet, we need to value other things other than war. And I believe art is our only way forward to really live a better life and solve things. So nobody else chose to join me today, but I just wanted to give a little uh, remembrance on some of the people who have worked with the Instant Shakespeare Company who are no longer with us and who are worth memorializing. I think there's, I'm sorry, I'm just sort of doing this as on my little break while I'm delivering mail. And I just wanted to say that these are just some of the people who have worked with us with Instant Shakespeare who've passed away who I want to remember. I think I'm going to sort of try and go from more recent to longer ago. And I want to start with a very special man who we lost a few years ago, Stephen Brown, who was just such a terrific director, teacher, theater enthusiast, opera enthusiast. And he really did so much for the Instant Shakespeare Company in terms of expanding the number of people who participated and sort of putting together a number of really great projects. We did one of our most ambitious, well, it's pretty ambitious to read all of the plays every year, which we're now in our 26th season of doing. But Stephen hit upon this really remarkable series of plays where we went from Edward II to Henry VIII, basically, and dealt with all of Shakespeare's plays, but also like Marlowe did Edward II, and plays by other writers as well, doing all of the kings. So that was a really fascinating project, which is available on YouTube. I I've been meaning to put together a listing just of the readings that Stephen Brown put together because he really put together some very top-notch readings of many Shakespeare plays, but also of other plays of interest as well in terms of Lorca, Coward, just a lot of different things. So we miss him very much, and we honor him. Another person who we lost fairly recently, who was very important to me, was Milton Polsky, and he was a terrific teacher and another great lover of theater and enthusiast. And I actually published him several books of his: Dear Will, Sound Advice from Shakespeare, um, a book of the Shakespeare trilogy of three apocryphal plays about Shakespeare writing some of his plays, and also Come You Spirits, which he did with Warren Weiss and Joanne Zippé, Come You Spirits, The Supernatural World of Shakespeare, which explores the supernatural elements in many Shakespeare plays. And he's a really terrific guy. Actually, I'm very late on a book of plays about the theater that Milton and Warren Weiss and Alan it had worked on, and those will be forthcoming. He also wrote the mystery Shadows on Bleecker Street with Warren Weiss, and he and again was someone who was a great enthusiast and supporter of Instant Shakespeare. Also, another person who we had lost fairly recently was Sandy Schwartz. She was really a terrific enthusiast and reader in many of our readings. She and her husband John participated in a great number of readings, and she passed away recently, and we miss her. There are other people who have who we've lost maybe far too early. Doug Rossi was a really terrific actor who we were very fortunate to have participate in a lot of our readings, and he died a few years ago, very young, and we miss him, and we remember him. Also, as I say, these is just sort of off the cuff because these are the people who I think about, and I just wanted to share a little bit about that. Also, I mean, we sort of started this a few years back when we lost a couple of people who had been really huge participants in Instant Shakespeare. Barry Liebman, who worked for Mad Magazine and was in so many readings from the very season, and he died a few years back. And also Keith Benedict, who was from Wales, and he was a terrific actor who was in a number of readings, and we miss him as well. Also, Ron Sanborn was a really terrific actor who I knew more through Actor Shakespeare Company, but he also did participate in many Instant Shakespeare Company readings. He was also just a terrific guy whom we miss very much, and I'd like to memorialize him. There are others. I think there's somebody's going to start mowing around here. It's going to get pretty loud, so I'm just going to wrap it up here. And I know that there were others who had participated who are no longer with us. One whom I remember from who had participated for many years and was a really great enthusiast and a terrific reader was Sheila Mott, and we miss her. Also, Irma St. Paul, and there are others as well whom I'm neglecting, and I apologize for that. But I do think it is important to memorialize people, and so I think Memorial Day, that we can remember people who we've lost, who aren't necessarily soldiers, including, of course, my parents, my father, Robert Sugarman, who we've read several of his plays, and we'll be doing more readings of those. And I think one of the things that Shakespeare is helpful is for giving us the language to talk about things. I mean, I think one of the great quotes is from King Lear, the final line, "Speak what we feel, not what we ought to say." And as Hamlet talks of his father, and I feel of mine as well, he was a man. Take him for all in all. I shall not look upon his like again. Well, anyways, thank you so much. Thank you for listening. And the Instant Shakespeare Company, this is in our 26th season. We're doing readings. We're very excited. We're doing in-person readings at the New York Public Library, and also many readings on Zoom. And our motto is Shakespeare for everyone. So if you want to participate, you can just email instantshakespeare@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Stay safe and be well. Shakespeare for everyone. And now we'll see how long it takes me to stop the live stream.